Kevin Hart has been roasted. Or, as Tony Hinchcliffe might say, charred.
Yes.
Charred to the melanated core.
But it still tastes bittersweet, though. Mm-hmm. Just because it's charred, it's like, it's kind of edible.
Now, shout out to Netflix. You know, they're getting a lot better at hosting these live events. It was a pretty smooth, the whole show operated pretty smoothly.
Yeah.
A couple of the highlights, Cat Williams. We'll talk about him later.
Yeah.
Main thing, a lot of people's reactions to Tony Hinchcliffe is set. Tony Hinchcliffe's. How you say his name?
Tony Hinchcliffe.
To Tony Hinchcliffe set.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of mixed reactions to it because it's like he is the nigga that's gonna push the line the most. That's why you hire him for these events.
He's also the white guy who sided with, the side that is at war and, destroying people.
He thought fascism was funny.
He said Puerto Ricans are trash. That's what Tony Hinchcliffe is. But, I just wanted to say, because it's a lot of people that don't really know the context of Tony Hinchcliffe. And I'm trying to think of somebody like that I've done that to. Mm-hmm. I can't think of it. I can't think about anybody on
Everybody
the spot.
has their blind spots to where it's like, the first impression that you get of them probably isn't who they really are. But Tony Hinchcliffe makes it very hard. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to watch his set and we're going to rank each joke from 1 to 5. 1 being peace and humanity, 5 being segregation.
Yeah. Yeah. And if we do like something past 5, I don't know. I don't know. I was about to say.
Somebody wins a free Ku Klux Klan
nigga, hoodie. The forbidden fruit is back. But, or what was it? Not the forbidden fruit. The fucking strange fruit.
Learn your racism.
I need to learn my racism. Again, people, 1 to 5, prepare yourself.
This roast is so ghetto, I thought I heard a fire alarm chirp at one point during her set.
It's pretty tame. It's low-hanging fruit. It's not strange fruit, but it's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not. Yeah. But
that's not humane.
2.
If Kevin was a slave, his song would be, "Let my people grow."
2.5. I think he took the baton and he took it just a little bit further.
Once you say slave, you're immediately at a 2. Like that's,
potentially a 3.
Potentially a 3, but he kept it whimsical. Let my people grow. He kept it childish. We'll give him a 2.5.
You just love a good show tune.
Chelsea is a Jew. That's why she's here. That's also the best thing about her. She once dated 50 Cent, not the first time a Jew bent over for 50 Cent.
Jewish racism is a thing too.
That is
We have
true.
to rank it. We have to scale it.
I would say a 1.5. Low-hanging fruit.
Low-hanging fruit, loose change.
It's loose. Yeah, it's like, okay, Jewish.
She called it greedy and horny.
But I will say, on the comedy side, 10 out of 10. I like it.
8.
I like it.
8.
Not just straight.
7.
It's just, yeah. Well, but
7.
But I'm just saying, in terms of what this is for, it's like perfect. It's like 50 Cent. You fuck with like Lou Shane, you're Jewish.
You cut white dudes too much slack.
Sheryl Underwood, more like under a rock. Who even is this bitch? You look like a grape Laffy Taffy that went through the dryer.
Grape Laffy Taffy that went to the dryer.
Okay,
She's not even wearing purple.
Her hair is purple.
That's just the hue.
Are you sure?
With the light in the room. Nah, I'm pretty sure her hair is just really dark brown.
Okay, yeah, she's wearing blue.
And she's not even that dark.
She's not even
to be purple.
Yeah,
like there is
purple,
a shade of black to where it's like,
nigga, purple is Anunnaki. Like, nigga, you whoa. Nobody's ever been that black since thousands of years ago. That's a 3. I might have to rank that as a 3. Because he went, maybe a 3.5 because he went above, he went far. He was just like, okay, she's dark in my eyes. So she's just like grape flavored.
It's like he had to leave the atmosphere. He had to go to space.
Yeah.
To find something as black as her.
Exactly.
3.
Yeah.
She was on a show called The Talk for 13 years. If you never saw it, here's what you missed. No. Hold up. Let me, no. Let me talk.
0.
That's just how. Yeah. Let's be professional. That's nothing.
0. That could have been anybody.
Yeah.
Now, who's a white woman on daytime television? That could have been Nancy Grace.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. No, she literally talks like that. No, let me, even Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
So 0, that's personality.
Okay.
Jeff is so Jewish that when the hospital gave him his bill, he's like, can you put some of the cancer back in?
2.
Yeah.
Immediate gut reaction.
Yeah.
My Jewish instincts. 2. And I have Jewish instincts now because I've been listening to Iceman by Aubrey Graham.
Absolutely.
I developed a sixth sense.
Kevin Hart, ladies and gentlemen, he was born 9 months after his father spit a watermelon seed into his mother's vagina.
Funny. I like it.
It's, okay.
But that's
a 4.
That's very deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like in Kevin Hart's mom's womb deep.
Yeah. 3,
and we're not ranking. This is the thing. How funny you find something.
Yeah.
How offensive you find something. There's 2 different things.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
This is the racism scale.
Okay. It's a 4.
We can do funny later.
Kevin is so small, people call him the lowercase N-word.
1.5.
1.5. It's crazy. I was thinking the same thing.
1.5.
1.5.
1.5.
1.5. He called him the N-word. Might be a 2.
Nigga, like
He got away with that shit, dude.
but it's you're like, yeah.
2.
Because of Kevin's awful childhood and feelings of inadequacy, he became a workaholic to distract himself from the grief of who he is on the inside. Look at him now. Oh, you're not wearing a chain. I was gonna say nice chain, Kevin. It would make a great bracelet for a normal-sized black man, but you didn't wear the normal chain that you wear to overcompensate for how small you are.
Was that racist or were you offended by that? Because of your necklace.
I was offended by that. And so should you, motherfucking wizard with your crystal. But it's 1.5.
You know that's racist?
1.5.
1?
1.5.
Yes, I'll give it a
Fuck
0.
that.
I give it a 0. Well, not a 0. Maybe a 1.
Fuck that.
That's light.
Black man.
That could have been about Big J. Ogerson.
Fuck no. Big J ain't wearing no chain. Well, Big J would wear a chain.
He got like 3 piercings in his nose
Yeah.
to overcompensate for his overcompensations.
So few black friends that he started a vegan fast food chain and nobody stopped him. Kevin has so few black friends that he started a vegan fast food chain and nobody stopped him. His vegan restaurant is like his movies, because you don't have to go to know it fucking sucks. Kevin, in a town full of successful pedophiles, it's great to know that you are not one, but in fairness, if you ever tried, any fuckable 10-year-old would beat the living shit out of you. His audience is so ghetto that his merch table has more gun. The Rock played Black Adam. Kevin is the size of a black atom.
That's funny. I just like that one. I just wanted to stop that. I just like it.
Yeah.
That's just a good one. Black Atom.
You got a fan, Tone.
He got into a fist fight on a private plane. Proof that no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. Always fighting.
Couldn't be lower than a 4.
4.5. This nigga he almost blacked out. He almost chimped out. This nigga almost hit the meter, nigga.
Yeah.
For real, though. First of all right, for those of you that live under a rock or that don't have internet, why are you watching this? But ninjas is the new way, the safe way of saying the N-word online.
Especially Instagram.
Like, put a ninja emoji and, you know, that's good enough. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you're a sketch comedian. All the sketch comedians put that shit, like, you know, ninjas in the trap house.
It's immediately recognizable.
God. Yeah.
5.
I would say 4.5. I would say 4.5. This nigga's touching it.
Pause. That's
Yeah.
a 7 on the 1 to 5.
Nah, nigga.
Straight to ticklish.
Nigga, fuck out of
That's a
here,
7.
nigga. You don't get to talk about me, nigga. You wearing a crystal.
Done good, though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
That's obvious. That's double digits. We talking about 11, 12. And the scale is only 1 to 5.
However old George Floyd was when that officer took his life. That's what number he just hit. Yeah, nah. I mean, because it wasn't like just punch out racist, right? It wasn't like
Well, kind of. George Floyd isn't here. He actually has nothing to do with this event at all. It's almost like he thought, how can I work George Floyd in as a punchline? He came up with the punchline before the setup, it felt like.
Yeah.
Because how else do you land on that conclusion?
George Floyd rolling in hell.
He was like, you're making black people proud. George Floyd is looking down at us from heaven, laughing so hard he's out of breath.
Yeah. Roasts are supposed to be hurtful, but they are supposed to be, it's pointed hurt.
Yeah.
And that's the point. No pun intended. But it's supposed to be
Kevin Hart roast.
It's supposed to be strategic towards the man in like the throne chair.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, yeah, for him to bring up George Floyd.
And if a stray gets thrown, at least let it be a stray on the dais.
Yeah.
Or somebody in the audience.
Yeah.
It makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
Talking about some tragic death.
But this is also Tony.
Yeah. I don't think he could have ended it another way. Even if everybody around him was like, this is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
That gives him more confidence in it.
You know that happened. Probably. If I had to put money on it, if I had to Kalashi that shit, I would Kalashi. I'd put some money on it.
I think he's at the point of success where he's got a bunch of dudes around him that's like, yo, whatever you say, Tone. Yeah. There's a bunch of yes men in the corner for sure.
Stop calling him Tone because you can't say his name. They get Tony Hinchcliffe.
His name is Tone Hinchcliffe. We weren't keeping track of each individual ranking, which is terrible on us as being YouTubers, but look at our subscriber count.
Yeah.
At a YouTube.
Yeah.
We should have tallied them all together to average it out to see what was like his average score of the whole set.
We'll do
just
that.
Off the top of my head, I think he averaged at least like a 4.5 to a 6, anywhere in that range.
I think it was a 3.5. Yeah, or 3
average,
3.5 or to 4.
He had a lot of 2s and 3s.
It was a lot of 1s.
He had a couple 4s and 5s.
I think he had a 0.
Tipped the scale at the end with the 11.
Exactly.
He probably averaged about a 5.
What? Nigga, what type of mental gymnastics?
Subs. Do the math in the chat.
Yeah.
Let us know. But I'm pretty sure he averaged at least a 5.2, which to a certain demographic, Austin comedy scene, that nigga killed.
Yeah. He blew it.
He ain't go hard enough.
He blew the comedy scene out the water.
They average a 7 just in regular coffee shops.
I saw, and this is kind of off topic, but this woman comedian, she did basically statistical work on the Austin comedy scene. She went to various open mics and she wanted to know what the comedy scene was talking about. Nigga, she was like 85%, maybe like 92 was just gay jokes. Mm-hmm. It was gay and racism. Mm-hmm. Like that's all people talked about. She was like, the Austin comedy scene is by far the gayest. I shouldn't say the most proud comedy scene in the world. Like they're just proud.
Pro, or are they making fun of them? Because from what I've heard, one of the most common punchlines in Austin, Texas is the F word and the N word.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that's how you punch up.
That's where you go to say it.
Yeah.
This is what he did live on Netflix. So imagine what he's doing, just like, nice little intimate show with the mothership.
Yeah.
No cameras. Everything is in like a X-ray proof bag.
Yeah.
They're going crazy in there.
Yeah.
Even
probably.
Shane Gillis, I heard him talking on his podcast. He was like, it's kind of rough out here.
It's rough out there.
Fucking wild, wild west.
But I do know what you're talking about when he was just like, yeah, it's like, it's a bunch of wild animals. It's like, at a certain point, what is comedy?
Yeah, because, when there's a scene for all intents and purposes that's accepting like the most flagrant, low-hanging fruit, that it creates a bubble because you can't just do that anywhere. You're not taking that to LA. They'll shut that whole city down. Yeah, nah. Everybody wearing a mask again.
Not going to Boston with that.
Even in New York, it's just like the F word being the punchline or just saying the N word. It's like it's gotta. Them niggas up there, they're thespians. They like Archie shit.
Yeah.
You definitely can't come down to the South.
Yeah, no.
Because the F words and the N words are big.
Yeah.
Both of them. The set was pretty funny.
No.
He had a lot of good jokes in there. Like even the shit about the Lizzo and the stairs. He's here for a reason.
Yeah.
Now the thing about Tony is, and the thing about comedy in general, because I've even heard Dave Chappelle paint the sentiment to where he was like, every opinion, every philosophy is represented in a comedy club. Because all the comedians have their own voice and they have their own ideas to where it's like your champion is there. Mm-hmm. And he was like, unfortunately, there are a lot of champions for that other side. Yeah. To where it's like they use the artistry of comedy and jokes to paint very racist pictures.
Yeah.
It's like, they mean that shit.
Yeah.
But they're doing it under the guise of comedy, even though they mean it.
Yeah.
I think he represents that to a certain degree, especially when he was talking about Chelsea Handler.
Yeah.
He hates that bitch.
Everybody
He literally stopped joking.
I think I hate that bitch now. Everybody was talking about hating that bitch. I was like, damn. It's like, she has to be a fucked up person.
She might be, but I thought she was kind of cool. I've known about her just through White Woman in Comedy. But my first real impression of seeing her talk and her personality was on that Kevin Hart show, Funny as Fuck. Like, she had came in and she was one of like the people that's a real stand-up comic. It's like, yeah, I'm judging on this, I get some advice and shit. I was like, she seemed like she fucked black dudes.
She seemed like a cool person.
That was all I needed to get.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Shout out Chelsea.
Well,
and at the roast, her glands was sitting pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Nigga, she fucked 50 Cent. You wear 50 Cent. Nigga, fuck that bitch.
50%.
Like, look, there's a difference. Like a nigga like, or white man like Anthony Jeselnik. He's offensive, I guess you could say. But it's a different type of offensive where I don't know what it is. I guess the starting point doesn't seem racist or just bigotry.
I hate to use the word edgy because that's a weird word. But it's just, he's talking about the most painful thing possible.
Yeah.
Murdering babies. He's the baby murderer joke, nigga.
Yeah.
Probably got like 8 hours worth of abortion content.
Yeah.
Not even regular abortions, just like
the various means
sadistic rituals.
Yeah. Different ways it could happen.
But he's Anthony Jeselnik.
Exactly.
So he plays with the darkness, but it ends up working.
Yeah. And it's just how you start is how you finish. So, and it doesn't look like Tony Hinchcliffe is worried about if people view him as a racist, because a lot of black people seem to be very comfortable around him. So, as long as he's cool with Dreaming Green, how do you call him Draymond?
Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond Green. He'll be good in the hood. Simple. But shout out to Tony Hinchcliffe. I think it was a 3.5 to 4. Tony think the average was a 5. Put in the comment section down below what you think. You've been watching LOI the show. Jay Nobles.
Tone Hinchcliffe.
Stupid. We're out.